Liam, tonight I won't be coming back there, so take care of the place.
What? Again with this Maren? Just this month now, you've gone out and stayed out for the night how many times now? Aren't things starting to become a bit too frequent now?
Oh? Are you trying to put a limit on my life now? You're going to put a leash on me, the one that chose you out of all the men I could have married?
All the men you could have married?
I didn't mean that in some crazy way, okay? I meant that back before I started to date you, I'd been asked out by all sorts of men, but turned them all down besides you.
And I know why the reason for all that is. You're very pretty, and you have the body of a model. Back after college, when you came up to me and told me how much you like me, I was so happy and thought that day would never come. And soon after that, you and I got married and everything.
So if you're still happy to be with me, then no more complaints about the way I'm living my life. As for tonight, I'll be staying at my friend's place. Good night. Carly, it's been a little while since I've last spoken with you. Do you have any guesses as to where I am right now? I happen to be at a hotel with your husband, Josh. And of course, this isn't your average hotel either. He and I are here with the intent of getting it on tonight, so we've made sure it's the kind of hotel that honeymooners would come to. Josh and I. For some reason, he and I are just meant for one another. And if this hasn't already been obvious to you as well, your husband Josh is a whole lot more handsome than your little brother. He also brings in way more money. 3 months ago, when I got married to Liam, I had just started to find out who his older sister was married to, and I regretted the fact that I got married too quickly. But, well, in the end, Josh has told me that compared to his plain and fat wife, I am a whole lot prettier and fitter than you. And that's why I'll be taking Josh from you for the time being. Please and thank you. Now, I have to get back to pleasing my good-looking man. I hope you won't mind this too much. Liam, do you have a second to talk?
Hi, Carly. Sure. What's going on?
Liam, have you even noticed that your wife is cheating on you right now?
Huh? What's all this about now? Her and I have only been together with one another as husband and wife for the past 3 months. Don't start saying things that'll get me all paranoid, please.
The reason why I'm telling you this now is because if I don't, things will only hurt worse for you when you find out yourself.
Right, but all of this is coming out of left field and makes absolutely no sense.
I understand that I'm being very blunt about this right now. And both you and I haven't really been very close to each other for a while, so please forgive me for this.
Well, I don't really care that you're being blunt or anything. But anyway, what's going on here?
Just last night, I got some texts from Maren telling me all about how she took my husband to a hotel.
Took him to a hotel? And she texted you about that?
She was going on and on about how she took Josh and had him at a hotel with her where they were making love. Hey, that Maren chick. Does she still think that you and I are completely avoiding one another still, and that's why she did that to me?
That might be the case. And recently Maren has been going out quite a lot. And when she does, she'll stay the night wherever she's gone out to. Ever since Mum and Dad got divorced a little while back, she's been going out a lot and not coming back home until the morning. And I think she's doing that because she assumes I'm still thinking about the divorce.
I see. So that's how she got away with all of this, and you weren't able to figure out what she was really up to.
All those texts that she sent you. Do you think you could show them to me?
Sure. I was planning to do that from the start. I know that this is all very sudden for you, but could you come and see me later today or tomorrow? I can send you the screenshots of all the messages she sent me, but also want to meet in person to talk about what we're going to do about all of this.
Alright. How about we get a table at some restaurant, have a conversation there? Try somewhere out of town so nobody that we might know hears us talking.
Good point. I think we should go ahead and do that.
Then I'm gonna hit up one of my old friends that runs a restaurant out in the countryside, see if he can get us a table. He's still very close to me, so he'd never talk about anything he overhears from us. I'll make sure to send you the time and everything, and we can meet it later.
Sounds good. Thank you, Liam. Carly, this is about my love life with your husband Josh and all. I've noticed that you never ever replied any of my texts about us, but you are reading these as I can see the messages being left unread. How can a fatty like you be allowed to ghost me like that? You actually think you have the right to do something like that? The only people that are allowed to ghost others are beautiful women like me when we're trying to sift around for the right man. It's just lame for someone as fat as you to do it to me when your husband is pretty much abandoning you. You idiot. Oh, that's right. I have to tell you what I started texting you for. I have been proposed to by Josh. And that means he's going to start working on divorcing you now. So please, make sure to end things with him quickly for me. Hey, Liam, please divorce me.
What?
I found myself a new person to love. But him and I still have not done anything yet, so you can't say that I've been cheating on you or anything. But we're getting a divorce.
This is pretty abrupt.
Well, we've only really been married for close to half a year, right? Just be happy that you were able to be married to a pretty woman like me. And since you're thankful for the fact that I allowed you to be married to me, you will allow me to follow what makes me happy and get this divorce, right?
Who are you with?
Right. I'm sure at some point you'll be able to figure it out. I'm with Josh, your older sister's husband.
So you've been working towards stealing my sister's husband from her this whole time?
I never meant for anything like that, honestly. But in the end, of course, things look that way. I wasn't trying to lure him away from her or anything, though. I just look way too good to all men, and so he just, he started to tell me how much he loved me and then said he wanted to get married. He knew that someone like me was already married, yet he wanted me so badly. That's why in the end I just gave in to his demands. But I told him that before he and I can truly be a couple, I had to finish up the relationship I have with you. So would you please divorce me?
Do you understand that by stealing someone else's husband, you're asking for a lot in return from my sister?
Oh, are you worried about her or something now?
We have to understand that she's in fact my sister.
Well, I'm not worried about her, and you shouldn't be either. I'm sure you feel a little bit bad for her and what she could do to me, but you and her have been at odds forever and never talked to one another. You and I both know that your older sister was never raised with any love from your guys' parents, and that's why she's such an outcast. But honestly, if she's going to start getting upset with me, I won't care. Some plain-looking fatty like her doesn't mean a thing to me anyway. So please don't worry about her and I, and just focus on that divorce now. You can leave the thought of your fat and ugly sister be.
Marn, you went and sent my older sister all kinds of texts about how you'd been stealing him from her, right? When she saw all that, she started to talk with some lawyers and have you both investigated by them. And of course, she had the results of said investigation shown to me as well. We both know about how the moment you married me, you started to have a secret relationship with Josh.
Hold on a second. I'll ask you this one more time, but You and your sister aren't close to one another, right? You had told me all about that before, right?
That's true. But things have started to get better recently.
What?
You know about how my parents got divorced a little while back, right? Well, back when that divorce took place, my parents were able to have a talk with her about what all happened between her and them, and what made her so upset. And well, I was just as upset with my parents about a lot of things when her and I got to talking about our relationships to them. We learned just how similarly the both of us had felt. And during that whole time, being together with our parents, we had wanted to be close to one another, but were sure that we were hated by the other.
What?
But after learning the truth about our feelings from one another, we became pretty close again.
What the heck? I never heard anything about that all happening between you two.
I was going to tell you all about this. I was going to send you a text about it all, but I thought things would sound weird over text, so I've been waiting for the chance to tell you in person. But you're always out of the house and never coming home at night. There was never any time to tell you anything in person. So I was kind of stuck thinking about what I should do. Then I got a text from my sister saying that you had been sending her texts about how you were having an affair with Josh.
Wait, what the heck is going on here? I thought the two of you still hated one another's guts or something, so I could act all high and mighty around your sister and you'd never give a crap about her. I didn't think that you'd ever be told anything by her either, since you were both at odds, and that's why I wanted to have some fun with his whole situation. Why the hell at a time like this did you both decide to make up to become close again?
It's not like her and I chose this specific time to become close to one another again. Things just happen this way, and that's what led up to how things will end up now.
Ugh, Jesus, I'm pissed off now.
Well then, let me tell your cheating butt all the good news.
What?
Carly has told me she doesn't need her husband anymore.
Huh? She doesn't need him.
You think she'd still want to be with a man that's gone and stabbed her in the back like that? It sounds like she's already gone and handed in the divorce papers that Josh gave to her a couple of days ago.
Wait, so they're both divorced now?
Now let me be honest here. I don't care how pretty of a woman you really are. If you're going to cheat on me with my own sister's husband, there's no room open in my heart for you. So we can get a divorce.
I see.
Of course, both my sister and I will be getting settlements from the both of you for having cheated on us.
For some reason I'm not all too happy with this outcome and am really not looking forward to those settlements. But if I'm going to be able to marry Josh now, then I guess he'll be able to pay off all those settlements for me. Well, I suppose one could say that this kind of an ending is alright.
Then let's conclude things with that.
And luckily, Josh is next in line for becoming a CEO.
What?
Liam, I know that you've been working a long time for that company and make decent money. But you're never going to end up like Josh, who will soon become a CEO, right? I'll leave you with this. When it comes to all of you office workers out there in the world, the only way you're going to make it big is by forcing yourself to become better and gain more skills. And for me, I only want to be with men like Josh who have done that and are now going to become higher up in their company.
Not really sure what you're going on about there. But from what I've heard from Carly, that seat that Josh had saved for him is gone now.
Huh?
He went and did a lot of really idiotic things there, and now his new seat is that of being fired.
Fired? What the hell did he do?
From what I heard from my sister, he would use company money when he'd go out to have affairs with different women, including yourself. He would use the money on things like hotels and room service, as well as those high-end cars he'd always be driving in to go pick up his woman. And well, the company caught on to all that. And when they learned it was the man they had wanted to be the next CEO doing all of it, well, you get the picture. The current CEO was not happy about what he heard, and neither was the rest of the company, as many of them really liked Josh and were looking forward to him being in charge of the company next.
No way. Then that means the hotels we stayed in and the room service we got and that car of his, all of that was paid for using the company's money and weren't all from his own income?
That's what it sounds like.
No. No way that's all true.
Now back to what we've been talking about. I'm talking with my lawyer about all this, and I'm going to leave the divorce in his hands from here on out.
Huh?
He'll be coming to speak with you about the divorce soon. If you have anything else you'd like to say about things, then please let him know about it before asking to talk with me.
Liam, I'll go ahead and break things off with Josh, alright? So, let's forget about this whole divorce thing, alright?
No.
What?
Goodbye forever, Maren. A little bit after that, my lawyer was able to confirm that both Maren and Josh would be paying me a settlement in one lump payment, and then from there we were able to get our divorce. Josh made sure to pay my sister and I right away, and after that we never really heard much about it again, besides that he lost his job already and would most likely be moving out of state. Apparently things between him and Maren had really fallen off in those few days, between the divorces and him paying the money, so they weren't even talking to one another anymore. From there, I went and spoke with my higher-ups, and they made sure to contact another branch of the company and had me transferred away from here. My older sister went ahead and did the same thing as me, and luckily enough we both ended up in the same relative area after the transfers. Right now the both of us are starting to enjoy a lot more things together as brother and sister, while also not forcing a good relationship to happen all that much. While my sister and I have been enjoying things away from the town we used to live in, I received some word about what my ex tried to do. After paying off the settlement, she ended up in a lot of debt and grew upset because of that. So she made an attempt to find me at my old house where she could try and get back together with me again. But what she didn't know is that I already went and sold that house and moved away. So after banging on the door screaming to get back together with me, the door opened to 3 men who grabbed her and brought her inside the house. Since then, there's not been any word about her whereabouts. I'm not sure if anyone will be able to find her again. Honestly, I think it's best nobody knows about where she went. Most of us don't care anyway. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Anna, I'm sorry, I can't pick her up today.
I thought you were going home early today.
No, I'm sorry, but it's my job, right? That's what I'm talking about. Bye.
That's not always the case, James. I'm working a full-time job too, and I don't want to be told out of the blue. I haven't finished work yet.
I told you, it's my job too. I can't help it. Stop mumbling, it's too much work. Well, look, I'll give you extended care, then you can pick her up, right?
Okay, so what time is James coming home today?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'd like to get this done before the last train. Well, I have to work tomorrow, and I'll be home before I get too hungover.
Oh wait, you can't pick up Eve because you're going out for a drink? Not for work?
No, it's not work. Drinking is part of the job. You work for a living, but you don't understand. This is why women are so carefree.
I guess it can't be helped if you're entertaining, and I'm not saying it's wrong to go out drinking. I wonder why I don't understand. Besides, I have a full-time job because you said you'd help me with childcare.
What? What are you saying? It's my fault? Who was providing for you while you were pregnant? Women work too, you know? The time when only men make money and women have it easy is over. Even my colleague Smith's wife works hard, you know? You're too spoiled with little to no overtime. How can you blame me for that?
But Mr. Smith, the kids are big enough now, right? Eve is only 3 years old, remember? I have to watch over her and she needs a lot of help. It's hard enough being alone. You just have to have a little patience.
Oh, it's so loud. Don't tell me what to do, big man. Kids will be kids. Don't be a wimp because the smaller sizes make it easier to handle. Well, I'll leave Eve to you. Bye.
How's Eve feeling? Has her fever gone down? Are you okay? Is it getting worse?
Oh, it's okay. I'm already sound asleep.
Well, thank God. You took her to the hospital, didn't you? What did the doctor say?
They say it's just a cold. It got cold all of a sudden. That's probably why. Just sleep quietly and you'll get better. You're overreacting.
Because she had a really high fever, and I had to go to work, so I didn't have time, and I was worried about her.
Don't take on work on your days off, you know? What kind of woman with a kid would normally go there? What the hell are you thinking? I just lost a day of my holiday weekend. You have a child and from now on refuse to work on holidays. It's so bad that it falls on a holiday weekend.
I'm sorry, but you said a week ago that you could take care of Eve on this day. I'm a full-time employee. I can't just not go. It happens every few months or so, so help us out.
They didn't say no, did they? Just ask them. It's free. So, when are you coming home?
I think it'll be around 6 p.m.
Oh, 6 p.m. Come home as soon as you can.
Yeah, I know. Well, take care of Eve. Eve, when she has a cold, she likes it when I grate an apple for her. I'm sure that even if she doesn't have an appetite, she can eat if it's theirs.
Yes. Okay, just do it. Don't tell me what to do because it pisses me off.
James, where are you? Hey, James, what are you doing? What's going on? I thought you were looking after Eve. James! James, we need to talk. That's enough.
Shut up. You're persistent. What the hell?
What the hell is that?
What?
2 days ago, when I arrived home, Eve was alone and limp. Where have you been, leaving your sick child alone? And there's no hospital meds anywhere. You didn't take her to the hospital, did you?
I was going to take her with me, but I couldn't because I had something to do. I gave her the cold medicine we had in the house, so why not?
Huh? What's there to do? There were signs of drinking, but drinking is what you do. And why aren't you here? I asked you to take care of her, didn't I? I took her to the hospital as soon as I got home and they said she had the flu. What were you going to do if I came home late? How can you leave one little kid like this behind?
Shut up. We're on a holiday weekend. My friend invited me to go fishing, so what could I do? They said they would send a boat for us, so why not? I want to enjoy my vacation too. I know you'd be back, so I'll give you a little something. I'm losing my day off because you're working on your day off.
Would you choose fishing over a sick daughter? Vacation is vacation. She's sick.
You know how I love to fish. It's what keeps me alive. How will I live if they take away my purpose in life?
Is fishing so important that you leave Eve alone?
Hey, how do I live?
What time did you leave home? Since when did you leave Eve alone?
Maybe 10? Maybe?
Did you leave it alone that long? What were you going to do if something happened to her?
Oh, no more peevishness. She was sleeping peacefully, so I figured she'd be fine. In fact, nothing happened, so why not? You're overreacting at every turn.
Did she sleep peacefully? She was just too tired to move, that's all. Can't you see that?
You are persistent. Seriously, it's too much for you. I'm having a great time, and now I feel bad.
James has changed since we got married, hasn't he? And before Eve was born, you said I'd help out. But in reality, I'm left to do all the childcare and housework. I thought you'd be cute about Eve, but all you do is talk about yourself. That's enough. I'm divorcing James.
Huh? Are you saying it's all my fault? You used to listen to me and be so sweet before we got married. All you've been doing lately is complaining. I've been duped. Oh, I'll tell you one thing. It's your feeble-minded fault I'm like this.
Is it my fault?
That's right. You said you like it when I'm strong-willed and do what I want to do.
I said...
So I'm just doing what I want to do. What does that mean? It's your fault, right? I mean, you can't blame me for being wrong. Do you understand? You're the bad guy. Go ahead, tell me it's my fault for letting Master take care of you. And when I get home, rub your head on the floor and apologize.
What the fuck?
Huh?
Huh? I'm not, am I? I'm asking you if you think I'm a loser. If I'm not good enough, you're not good enough. You like women too much, you know? I work for you because you don't make enough money, right? What position are you in when you say you provided for me when I was pregnant? Of course not. Whose kid do you think you are? How can you say that when you are raising your own children?
Anna, what's up?
Don't call me names so casually. I'm asking you if you're a lip spittle.
I'm not licking you. Don't use such fool language. It's vulgar.
Which is vulgar. Yeah, you don't like these kind of people, do you? You know how low-life, bottom-feeding, low-life idiots like to look down on you when you're scared of them? You should realize that you are much more vulgar than them.
No. What are you trying to force yourself to be tough?
Huh? I'm pushing it? At my age, of course I can take care of myself, right? But I made the mistake of caring about you. You don't take care of us, and now you're getting all bent out of shape.
I don't know if I'm in a good mood.
Oh, then you were rotten from the start, weren't you? That's you, right? You like quiet women because you think you can do whatever you want, right? If it's a tough person, she will talk back to you, and that's scary.
No, not really.
Is that so? You've lost a lot of energy compared to before. Are you okay? What did I say earlier?
No, it's...
Was it all my fault that this happened? Because I'm weak and quiet? Can I do whatever I want? So, you didn't do anything wrong, right?
Hey, I think you're taking that too badly. I didn't mean it like that.
Then what did you mean it by? That's what you said.
No.
Stop making stupid excuses. You're saying that it's all my fault, right?
No, it's not that. It's just that I've been taking advantage of Anna. It's my fault.
Then it's all your fault. Get the hell out of here. We'll discuss our divorce. Don't run away.
Anna, where are you? Help me. I have a terrible headache and I'm cold. I can't move. Can you take me to the hospital? Anna, hey, what's going on? Eve's not here either. Where are you going?
You came home today? You're getting a divorce and you're so carefree. I told you to come home ASAP.
It's not even close. Maybe I'm going down with the flu. I thought it might have been Eve's.
Huh? How could you catch it when you didn't even take care of her and left her alone? I mean, I told you I'm getting a divorce. When you get better, we'll discuss property division and child support. I don't want to get depressed. Call me back when you're better.
What? Are you serious about the divorce? You just got mad about Eve, didn't you?
Of course I'm serious. I've already taken Eve home to my parents. I'll pack up the rest of your stuff and take it with me after we discuss the divorce.
Anna, wait a minute. Please help me, I'm really sick. You always made me porridge when I caught a cold, didn't you? I just remembered how much I liked that kindness of yours.
Enough of that kind of reminiscing. You have the energy to call, so call yourself a cab and go. When you were weak, you were spoiled, not stupid. You left Eve alone to play when she was suffering.
I'm sorry and I apologize. Please forgive me.
I don't need you to apologize to me. Of course you know what you did to Eve, right? Don't you think you can get custody?
Anna, please, I won't go to the hospital until you come. I'll wait for you. I'll believe in you.
Oh, well I guess I'll never go to the hospital then. Why don't you just wait for the rest of your life? Then maybe you'll understand a little how Eve felt when she was left alone because of her illness.
Don't say that. I'm really weak.
I don't know. Eve suffered more because of your selfishness. Don't be so naive if you can't even take responsibility for your own actions.
So, I'm sorry about that.
You're so picky. I won't forgive you no matter how much you apologize. Too convenient to have them take care of you when it's your time. Well, you like a woman you can use in that situation. You'll get better if you sleep, right? Go back to sleep. You're always exaggerating. Then James, who really didn't wait for me to go to the hospital, got the flu worse. The next day, he finally asked a friend to take him to the hospital. According to what I heard, James was crying so hard he begged me to help him. I would never have taken my husband to the hospital after he neglected our daughter. Did he think I would take care of him worthily? There's no way I can get help, but he's a man with a flowery mind to the end of the line. Leaving my suffering 3-year-old daughter to go out and play is unthinkable. In the worst case, it could even kill her. I just happened to get lucky this time, I believe. I still shudder just to think what would have happened if I had left a little later. Then, as James was feeling better, we discussed a divorce with him, including our attorneys. James cried and asked me to rebuild it, but I said no, once and for all. In fact, as soon as I told him I was going to go public with what he did to Eve, he signed the divorce papers. He married me because he thought I was still quiet and easy to handle. He thought it would be easier to say a few harsh words and be heard and do whatever he wanted. Then one day, a few years after our divorce, I happened to run into James again on the street. When he saw me and Eve walking in a friendly manner, he spoke to me in a familiar manner. Eve asked him, "Uncle, who are you? I'm scared," and she ran away. I've remarried and my new husband takes good care of both of us. I tell James, Eve and I both live our lives without James. I'm waiting for you all alone, you traitor, and try to grab me. As soon as my husband, a little strong man with Eve in his arms, came in there, he ran away as if frightened, at a ridiculous speed. You have to wait alone for the rest of your life. I want to scream, but I suppressed my feelings and the three of us went shopping in good humor.